Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel, welcome to my face that I cut while I was shaving, and welcome to the shirt that no longer has as much candle wax on it, but there's still a little bit right there, but you guys are not gonna believe that's what it is anyways. Before I get into the new drama that is going on with James Charles, I have been sent this video numerous times, over and over and over again, that Gage, if you guys don't know who Gage is, it was the guy that James Charles had drama with last year during Coachella. It's actually kind of what started a lot of the drama for James Charles last year, but Gage is back. He decided that his ex-girlfriend, not exactly sure, was going to upload a video. She titled it something along the lines of "My boyfriend Gage cheated on me with James Charles." Sat down in the video. I watched that video for 5 seconds, and honestly, I was like, this girl is looking for attention. Gage is probably sitting on the other side of the camera laughing about this. They're trying to get like a little bit of clout. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm glad that a lot of channels out there are really paying her video dust, because it's like, which, honestly, do you guys want a little bit of tea? Let me tell you a little bit of something that was dropped into my inbox last year. It was actually sent to me in text message as well. When the drama was happening with James Charles and Gage, and this is all alleged, but there are parties that go on in New York City. And models, male models, who are not of the supermodel variety, like to frequent these parties. And at these parties, there are very wealthy gentlemen. And that's all I'm saying, but this is totally alleged. All I'm saying is, could Gage and this girlfriend, if she even was his girlfriend, be uploading this video to try to get a little bit of attention online, which it didn't work. Thank God it didn't work. Let's move on. Well, James Charles is back in the drama, and this time he is being called out once again for queerbaiting. If you're not familiar with what queerbaiting is, here's the definition. Queerbaiting is a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators hint at, but then do not actually depict same-sex romance or other LGBTQ representation. So the video about James Charles that started this whole drama saying that he was queerbaiting and that he should not be doing this is actually uploaded by Bryce Hall. Not exactly sure who that is. I believe it's a TikTok person. Going to figure that out. But the video is titled, "Noah Beck is dating James Charles." Now, of course, James Charles in the past has gone on social media. He has actually gone on TikTok as well to yell at people for queerbaiting and saying that straight guys should not use any kind of situation basically to try to get views. So I watched the video from Bryce Hall, probably lost more brain cells during that than when I used to do very hard drugs. In the video, you see Bryce walk in to Noah doing James Charles makeup or something. They take like a little video right here and he says, "You guys have just been clickbaited." So technically, in my opinion, that is queerbaiting 100%. But I'm also just gonna throw this out there for everyone. It would be queerbaiting on Bryce Hall's part for doing the little segment with Noah Beck and James Charles. No one knows Noah Beck's sexuality. That's no one's fucking business, first and foremost. So would it be queerbaiting? Could be, because nothing is literally happening. He's literally just saying that he clickbaited to say that somebody was dating James Charles knowing that it would get a lot of clicks. So that is not where this drama stops for James Charles, because he has been doing TikToks, a lot of TikToks actually. Good for James Charles over there on TikTok. I'm still not into TikTok. I heard that TikTok might be shutting down. I heard a lot of people are scared of that, and they went over to like another website called Byte or something, but then there was a lot of drama with that, and it's like, girl. So James Charles is getting called out because he did a TikTok with Noah Beck where they were dancing. It was a harmless TikTok, but it coincided with the podcast that was released from Logan Paul where James Charles said this. I'm actually just gonna play the TikToks from the girl because it actually has the clip of the podcast and then everything that she has to say after that, and then we'll talk.
So a lot of you saw that video, but watch this.
Literally a few nights ago, I was hooking up with the hottest guy from TikTok, actually. And
what's his at on TikTok?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm just kidding.
It was
like 2 strikes.
It was great, and I was like, he was like a DL guy or whatever, and I was like, suck whatever.
What's the DL?
And then
What's the DL?
Down low, like into guys, but like on the DL.
Okay.
So a lot of you have seen my last video, and obviously it was a big coincidence, and we now know it's not true, but it does point to a bigger issue, which is queerbaiting. For those of you that don't know what queerbaiting is, here's the definition. So now I'm going to show you guys some examples. Here's one. This was a bit they did in one of Bryce Hall's last videos. My last video did receive a lot of attention, and I thought I'd use this attention to address a problem that a lot of creators are adding to, so thank you. So my phone's been blowing up because James Charles left a hate comment on my video, which was raising awareness for queerbaiting, which is a huge problem on this platform. And a lot of you understood the point of my last video and left some comments that helped continue the conversation, like these. So this makes me wonder why such a big creator with a huge audience would leave a hateful and negative comment that was only raising awareness for such a pressing issue that directly affects members of the LGBTQ community. I also want to talk about my first video, which seems to be kind of controversial. I come on this app all the time and see so many speculations, whether it be in a comment or a video about different couples and hookups. I made a video in which I clearly labeled as a conspiracy about a potential homosexual couple, which I later followed up with another video claiming that my conspiracy was not true. Lastly, James Charles should not have talked about men on the DL who he's hooked up with on a podcast and expect his large fan base not to speculate.
I want to say this. I 100% agree with her. The last clip that you just heard right there, she said that James Charles should not have gone into such a large podcast, or a podcast at all for that matter, and allowed his audience to speculate. Like when he opened his mouth and said that, oh, by the way, I was hooking up with a DL TikTok star the other day, people are going to look back through that. They're going to start to speculate. So James Charles really has no room to come online and send a comment to someone like, hey, delete your TikTok because you're wrong. Now, you're wrong, James, for going on the podcast 100% and saying that about the DL TikTok star girl. No one needed to know that. You just wanted to brag that one of these people you've been hanging out with that you probably have a crush on, it's like, oh my god, I gave you a shout out, but I didn't say your name because you're on the DL. That's what that was, girl. But going back to James' comment where he said that this girl should delete her TikTok, I do not think that James Charles, because it's getting spun this way, I do not think that James Charles was telling her to delete her entire TikTok account. I think what James Charles was saying was, delete the video, which would be considered a TikTok, because you are wrong in this situation. James Charles is always going to get called out for his choice of men, because it is no secret that James Charles has in the past flirted with the idea of heterosexual guys as well as DL guys. Now, if you want to get with DL guys, girl, you get with DL guys, but they're DL for a reason. They don't want you going out on the internet. They don't want you bragging about it because maybe they are not there yet in their life that they want to come out of the closet, or maybe they are just having a little bit of fun right now, but in the future, they are going to go back to a female. Sadly, I do not think this is the last time that we are going to hear about something going on between Noah Beck as well as James Charles. I think this is going to turn into another James Charles and Dolan twins type of situation, in the sense that James Charles would do these bits with the Dolan twins because the fans wanted it, where basically he would come on to them, he would flirt with them hardcore, and they would kind of deny it. So to sum all of this up regarding James Charles and quitting, I do not know if I consider this to be quitting from James Charles. I know that he went on a podcast and he said something about a DL TikTok star that he was hooking up with the other night, which caused speculation for people to go over to TikTok and see that he posted one with Noah Beck. Could that be quitting? You guys let me know down in the comment section, but I do think that Bryce Hall is guilty of with his video that was titled Noah Beck is dating James Charles. Speaking of James Charles, I saw this tweet that he put out about this guy that he was going to go on a date with, but then the guy couldn't go on the date because his parents left town and he had to stay home and house sit. I'm a little confused about this because James Charles is 21 years old and he has millions upon millions of dollars in the bank. It's like, girl, why are you fucking around with boys? Get yourself a man. Like a man, girl. Moving on from that, there was one more thing that I wanted to talk about in this video because a lot of people are speculating that this has something to do with the drama with Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson, as well as Jeffree Star. Tati, for the first time in Halo Beauty's history, has placed some of her vitamins on a 30% off sale. Now, it's not the regular Halo, it's not the Kiwi, it is the Mind and Brain Booster. I think that's what they are called. I'm gonna be completely honest out there. I used to take the Halo, I still take the Kiwi. I love the Kiwi. I think that it works amazing. I also think that the Halo one works amazing as well, but I was taking another biotin supplement, so therefore I stopped taking that, started taking the Kiwi. Skin is great, except for what is literally going on here. So I do think that Tati's vitamins work. Although the Mind Booster, the Brain Booster thing that she has, that one I don't get. I literally think that it is a multivitamin. So to call it like the Brain Booster, I think that's kind of like gimmicky. It's literally just a vitamin that supports health. So a lot of people received an email from Halo Beauty that the Mind and Brain Booster is going to be 30% off. Do I think that has anything to do with the drama that is going on between Tati, Shane Dawson, and Jeffree Star? No, I honestly don't. I just don't see many people online being excited about that one. I've seen so many people excited about the regular Halo as well as the Kiwi, but you never see anybody really hyping up the Brain Booster. So I don't think that that one is her best seller at all. And I honestly think that that is the only reason why there is a 30% off sale on them. Because if it was something like this drama is just her sales and all of that, you would think that she would put a little bit more on sale, maybe the Kiwi, maybe the Halo. That's just my opinion. But let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that's linked down below. We also have podcast merch that is finally available. I'm going to link it down below for everyone as well. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.
Someone spill the tea. Bitches, gonna be shook. Oh my God.